Jace Hinton, and he's kind of the do-all guy.
Media man, that's the media man.
Started talking like sports, and Jace is on fire.
I know.
Stars under the neon star.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Media Man and Friends. Y'all know the drill. I come on here, I bring a guest on here. They talk about their journey. And today, I have my first official music artist on the podcast. My boy, man, this guy, we talked about this the other day, bro. We from the sandbox, for real.
Literally.
We up in the sandbox. Mr. Sogoneunknown. Also, some people may know him from when we were kids as Jesse Jackson.
Yes,
bro,
sir.
how are you, man? Talk to the people. Tell them about yourself.
Man, I'm great. Living dreams, you know what I mean? Grinding like every day, you know what I mean? Man, well, artist, obviously you said it yourself. I'm an artist, you feel me? I make music. I do all styles of music, you feel me? So, yeah, there's not much to it.
Man, you know, obviously I talked about we've known each other for a long time. We've known each other since we were kids. And, you know, when you're younger, you know, you don't know a lot of things, but you always have that gut feeling of this person's going to be something. And this guy, like, from the time I remember us in like the young school, second grade, first grade, that era, like I knew this guy, he talked about it from that time. He was going to be a music artist. And I knew, like, just seeing the determination this guy had, I knew he was going to make it there.
Man,
talk about why, like, as a kid, were you so determined to make it in this industry?
I don't know. I feel like it had to do with because, like, my family, you know, my brothers, you know, my whole family. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Growing up, like, music's always been around me. You feel me? The moment that my dad was in my life, like, we were all around music, you feel me? And then my mom and dad divorced when I was like 3, but we'd see him every summer. And when we'd go there, we'd have our jam sessions and stuff like that. So, like, music's always been around me. It just was a part of what I did. But, like, in reality, I was counted out by my brothers because I know, you know, my brothers, we used to perform and stuff at like Shelley and everything.
Yep.
You feel me? And so being able to perform with them, I felt left out on a lot of the things. So, like, I would go and I started writing my own music because my brothers wouldn't let me write with them. You feel me? You know how big brothers are, beating up their little brothers. Whatever.
I was the big brother. I still am.
Yeah.
I mean, age-wise, I still am. But you look at the size, I ain't the big brother no more. That kid's huge nowadays, man.
Yeah. So it was all a process. I've just always loved the art of music. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it wasn't me necessarily wanting to make a career out of it. It was just something that I did to, like, vent or to cope with whatever was going on in the outside world. You feel me? Because I've always been an energetic kid. Like, it was bad. You know how it was in class. I was always in trouble. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it just that was like my calming time, was making music. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, you started out and really you didn't see it as a career. At what point in life did you kind of go, you know what, I can turn this into a career?
Man, it just kind of happened. I don't know. Like, the whole journey was crazy because I met the CEO of Pipe Gang, which is the label I'm working with. And I ended up meeting him at a show in Denver. You feel me? They're from Texas. I met them in Denver, and it all started stacking up together. Like, I never thought I was going to make a career out of it. It was just something I kind of did for fun. But having that big bro figure around me that was just like, hey, I want to push you. You can do something. Like, your music's good. It just kind of started turning the wheel. And I was like, you know what? Like, I could really do something with this. You feel me?
Yeah. So then your artist name, Sogoneunknown, like what was the thought process into that becoming your artist name, and like why choose that one? That's something I've always wondered. You know, you got all these artist names, and I'm like, man, what made you think Big, you know, X the Plug was a good idea for your, you know, artist name? Like, what went into yours?
Yeah. All right. So, for instance, Unknown. So I've had that name literally since like elementary school. You feel me? It's just a nickname. that kind of goes back to what I was saying about my brothers, me feeling left out. I was the unknown child out of everybody, you know? It was me, like, I don't know. I still don't completely remember how it just kind of popped up one day, but the way that I explain it now is everybody is unknown until somebody finds you, and once somebody finds you, you fully never know yourself, so you'll always be unknown. You feel me? So
Yeah.
it's like it's a deeper meaning because it's like I'm constantly soul searching. I'm constantly trying to find different parts of myself. You feel me? So
Hmm.
you never fully understand yourself. So that's kind of where it comes from. Unknown.
Okay.
You feel
Okay.
me?
I
Yeah.
like it. I like that. Yeah, and even when we were in high school, I can remember you were writing music and releasing songs with a couple people from here back in Fruta.
Yeah.
Um, are you out in Texas right now?
Yeah. I
Okay.
live on the border of Mexico. I'm in the bottom of Texas.
Okay, so you down there kind of okay. Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
still well right now I'm up here in Colorado. Normally I'm out in New Mexico doing my stuff out there. But
Okay.
so I remember you were making music with people back here, and then I kind of started seeing some stuff on the Facebook and Instagram and social media platforms like that. When because honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, the album that you released, I think it's a Gangster Love Story. Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah. That was my first
That
album ever.
that's on my playlist. I knew when my boy released, I gotta back the bro up. I gotta back the gang up.
It's dope. I
It's
appreciate
all
that, man.
about that. So when this album was being made, what went into like what did your daily routine look like when you were making that album?
Man. Well, okay. So for instance, man, I never really made R&B music. You know, when I got into actually taking my music serious, I didn't do R&B. You know me, I used to always sing and stuff like that. I was in the choirs and everything. But I never
Yeah.
thought about actually writing R&B music. And I just so happened to get out of a 4-year relationship at the time. You feel me?
Hmm.
So me being who I am, like I said, I use my music to cope with life and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what? Like, what better way to express pain from love than R&B music? You feel me? So
Yeah.
gangster love story, you feel me? So I do all the mixing and mastering by myself. So all the
Okay.
audio you hear, the mixing of the recordings, all of that's done by me. You know, I do it here at the house with
Yeah.
this microphone. You feel me? So
Yeah.
um it was a process because at that time I was just learning how to mix and master. So I would sit there and like record songs. I kid you not, I made like 50 songs that did not make it onto that album. You feel me? Like
Dang.
we had to dumb it down to the 10 that I ended up putting out. And even still, I'm like, man, I shouldn't have did that song. You feel me? But um my writing process, it's crazy because I didn't write not one song on the album. Everything was just, it's called punching in. I go line for line. I
Hmm.
do that with a lot of my songs. Because it was new to me, like when it comes to rap, yeah, I'll sit and write because that's something that I have on lock. You feel me? But when it
Yeah.
comes to like R&B, I feel like it's easier for me to just go with exactly what's on my mind at that moment. You feel me? So
Yeah.
that's kind of how that came to be. And me going through a breakup, it was just easy to let out some pain.
I got you. So like
Yes,
when
sir.
you do like each style of music, obviously it's very different in terms of what you can do, what fits what style. Based off of your like music, like who do you is there like an artist that you like listen to a lot to kind of like imitate, not imitate, I guess I'd say, but like take ideas from?
Um, Honestly, as of lately, I really just been listening to myself. I don't know, that sounds kind
Yeah.
of cocky,
Nah.
but
No, you listen to your shit. You listen to
man,
your
I
shit.
can I can say growing up because I grew up listening. My mom had me on all the old school music like Erica Badu, Neo, Usher.
Yeah.
You feel me? Young Chris Brown. When it
Hmm.
came to like singing, and then for rap, it was Tupac, Biggie. 50 Cent. You have J. Cole currently is my favorite artist.
Yeah.
I love J.
I'm
Cole.
I've been listening to a lot of J. Cole lately. Like my playlist is
Man,
just like here's this, here's another. I'm like, yo, I
uh-huh.
know I got a lot of J. Cole songs, but y'all don't
Yeah,
need to play it every song.
definitely. It's just I like the authenticity of it. I like real
Hmm.
music. You feel me? Because I speak about my life. There's some song where I'm just talking reckless just because it's fun. You feel me? But
Yeah,
9 times out of 10, there's a story behind my music. You feel me? So I
yeah,
like to listen to artists that are making music and their storytelling too. You feel me? So J. Cole
yeah,
definitely, yeah, I could say he was inspirational when it comes to my writing style.
yeah. And did you just? I think I saw it the other day. You release a? Did you release a single the other day? Did I see that right?
Yeah, I actually released 20 songs in one day.
Oh dang! What
Yeah,
what goes into that? Oh damn! That's like a lot.
man. Well, cuz I record usually I record minimum I record like 3 songs a day, but there's days where I record 10, 15 songs in that one day.
Okay.
So, I kid you not, my catalog I have over 2,000 unreleased songs right now just sitting there.
So then,
So,
do you like wait for the appropriate time to release those, or do they just kind of sit in the archive type of deal?
okay, it depends. It depends, you know. For instance, like I said, I just released 20 songs. All right. So how that came about is because we had the original Pipe Gang page, which like the Gangsta Love Story was on, and my other 3 albums. You feel me? Well,
Mm-hmm.
now that we're getting more into the distribution side of things, now there's a Pipe Gang Sogoneunknown page. So
Mm-hmm.
it's my personal page, but it's under the Pipe Gang label. So with that being said, none of the songs that I've released recently were linked to anything. So you looked at my page and I only had one song, and I was like, yeah, no, this ain't it. I felt like I wasn't working enough, even though I have music on all platforms. But now when people look up my name, they need to be able to see me, you
Yeah.
feel me, and be able to listen to my catalog. So I just took 20 songs that I made recently within the last 2 weeks. 2 weeks before I released them, and I just dropped everything. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna drop
Yeah.
20 different songs, and then I'll start. What I usually do is like, even with the albums, is I'll take the song that gets the most streams, and I'll shoot a music video to it, and then
Yeah.
I'll take like 3, 4 other songs and shoot little reels and visuals like that, just to get more people to actually pay attention to it. But yeah, I just randomly I was gonna drop 40 songs that night, but I only decided to drop 20 because I was tired.
He says I was gonna do 40, but I just said no, I'll just do half of that, which is still absolutely unreal.
It's crazy. That's 2 albums right there just dropped.
That's unreal. No,
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you the music video side of things.
Hmm.
Who comes up with the music video ideas? Is that all your like idea, and then you kind of just tell the cameraman what you need, or like how's that work?
It kind of depends on the day. Me, I like to direct. I don't know if you've watched like the Pass the Torch music video that we've had. It's like a mini
Yeah.
movie. You feel me? The Cold World video, those I directed. You feel me?
Okay.
We literally moved off impulse with those videos. It was just last second, boom, okay. And me, I don't like to sit and wait and debate about what we're gonna do. I just go with my initial thought, you know.
Yeah.
So with those videos, it was like we pulled up, cameraman's there, we're like, we know we're shooting a video today. But me, I like movies, you know. I grew up watching a lot of movies, so it's like I want the visuals to go with the song. Because if you're sitting there rapping about, you know, the struggle, and in the music video you have Bentleys and Rolls Royces around you, it doesn't make sense, you know.
Yeah.
So I like to bring that substance from my music into the videos. So I'm usually directing them, but there's a lot of times my CEO comes up with ideas. For instance, I don't know if you know what's going on in Cali with the ICE
Yeah.
agents and the protests and everything. Well, I ended up making a song speaking about the situation because I live pretty much in Mexico. So
Yeah.
like seeing families get broken and torn apart. I'm not going to get too into the politics, but
Yeah.
I ended up making a song about that. So with the music video, the video's going to be showing what's going on right now. You
Yeah.
feel me? It's going to be showing what's going on. We're going to be shooting that on Saturday. But it all just depends on my mood too, you know?
Yeah.
Because there's days where I don't even want to shoot a full music video, so I'll just do the little reels and the shorts and stuff like that.
I
Just all
got you
depends on the mood.
for sure. And the sometimes, and we were talking about that. I was telling you before we came on air, like I don't script a lot of the stuff I do. My
Mhm.
podcast, I tell you what it's going to be, and then we just kind of go with it. My
Yep.
YouTube videos, I just pick up the camera and I start recording. Whatever I see, it's
Uh-huh.
getting recorded. So sometimes that unscripted content is the best content that we can
I
produce.
swear. I
Like,
swear.
when you just kind of get going, you just kind of let it see where it's going to venture out to and see
Mhm.
what can come of it. That sometimes is the best content.
I feel like it takes longer if you sit and plan it out. You
Yeah.
feel me?
I think
Like
I get too anxious. I'm like, okay, I got to make sure it's all by this.
either
If I
that
just
or it doesn't
unscript it,
come out the way that you want it
right?
to, you
Yeah, like
know?
you have a vision, you write it
Yeah,
down, and it doesn't look like that vision. And you're like, damn,
man.
that didn't go the way I was
Yeah.
expecting it to at all,
Mhm.
at all. So we talked about, you kind of came up, and we talked. We were, like I said, we were sandbox homies. Like we started
Literally.
out from elementary school. Like was it first grade or kindergarten? We started out
It was kindergarten.
kindergarten. Yeah, that's what I
Yes,
thought. I
sir.
tried to remember the other day. I was like, man,
Yes,
because we
sir.
were we were in the same class, K through 5.
Pretty much.
Every
Yeah.
every single
Yeah.
we had the same teacher, K through 5. I thought about that the other day
Uh-huh.
because we rolled
Until
in
I
kin.
had because I was back and forth. We moved a lot. So I was going to
Yeah,
Rimrock for a minute, Shelley,
yeah,
and then I moved to Texas. So it kind of, but I always came back and somehow we'd
yeah.
be in the same class.
Every single
Like,
time, it was like
yeah.
clockwork, bro. Like he was there. It was just the way it worked in this small
Hmm.
town of Fruita, Colorado, bro.
Man, crazy.
Like it's just weird to, and I come back home and like my mom's still at Shelley, right?
Yeah, I know. I
And
seen a video you posted on, I think, Snapchat the other day, riding through
I was
Shelley.
I was
I
on
was
this
like,
little I
man,
was in this like little box cart thing, and my mom was just pushing it to her classroom. I'm like, I'm just gonna sit in here like I'm 4 again.
man,
And yeah, she's
good
still
day.
there, and like every time I go back, like it's so crazy to think like at one point we were
That
walking
was
through these
you.
halls,
You feel me? That was
Yeah,
us. Yeah.
yeah, walking through those halls and stuff, man, and it's so crazy to see like that and whatnot. And I think I found oh, that's the camera over here, Jason. Is that the page? Is that yours?
Yeah, that is my page. Yes,
Okay, so
sir.
y'all make sure
Yeah.
y'all go make that one of your favorites. Make sure that's what y'all do.
Please,
Make sure y'all
please,
do that. I just did it because I just found it. I've
man.
been I've been on the other one a lot because like I said, I listen to Gangsta Love Story quite a
Mhm.
bit.
So
You
currently
know?
there's 3 different pages because we ended up I don't it's a long story, but
Yeah.
there's 3 different pages, but this is the official page. Everything from now on that comes from me will be released on that page. You feel
So
me?
let me ask you, out of all the songs you've made that you can remember, because I know you make a lot
Yeah, every
that
day.
are released,
Okay.
because that unreleased stuff, I'm gonna let you keep that private because when that comes out, you already know I'll be on it.
Yeah.
That you've released, which one is like, if for people to get to know your music, to get to know you, what
Mm,
song would you recommend?
hmm. Man, that's hard because I feel like every song is a different story of my life, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
But like
man,
if somebody was to be like, okay, what kind of, like what music do you make? Like what song would you be like, oh yeah, this is the song for you to get to know my music?
man, that's a crazy question. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hmm.
Because I feel like that's a question a lot of people don't get asked. I think it's like,
Nah, that's yeah,
you know,
definitely. 'Cause it's
like
just like,
recently somebody asked me the other day, like, oh, what kind of YouTube content do you make? And I'm like, whatever my mind thinks that day. And they're like, well, what's your best video? And I'm like, you want me to pick a
I
favorite
don't
child?
know.
I can't
I
do
feel
that.
like the songs that I like are my fans' least favorite songs.
Really?
I swear to you. I have a song called "Let's Talk About It" where it talks about the struggle that I've been through. Talks about childhood trauma and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Really, but it's an aggressive song, but it talks about like what I seen growing up. So that's definitely like if you want to get to know me through my music, that song tells you a lot.
Yeah.
Um, Stop It. You feel me? That's my biggest
Hmm.
song on my new page so far. It's going. I have like I want to say 200,000 views on TikTok on that song right now. But that song is probably a good song if you want to listen to the R&B side,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, definitely let's talk about it. It's one of my favorite songs, but it's like my most hated song, really.
Was that the song that I think it went on YouTube for a while that kind of went viral for a minute? Was that song?
No,
Or was
that one. Okay. Well, I mean, yes and no, because that one. Okay, I don't know if you know who Lil Boosie is.
The name rings a bell, but like I said, I ain't in the music world a whole hell of a lot, you know.
Well, he's a hip hop legend. You feel me? So, Lil Boosie, his daughter, she has what's it called? A platform, right? And it's called Poison Bars. Well, that I just did recently with the Let's Talk About It song. But the song you're talking about that went viral that's at like 1.6 million views.
Yeah.
That one is it's called Exposing the Truth. And man, that's crazy. Yeah, that song, it's on a platform called The Debut. You feel me? That was out in Atlanta. We went and did that and it went stupid viral. But it's crazy.
Yeah, because like before I know you posted it a little bit, a little repost type of deal. And I saw it on my YouTube, like pop up kind of on your, like YouTube has that little like feeds kind of feature. It popped up, and I'm like, hold up. I said, that's like, I was like, damn, okay. So I like watched it, and I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
talk to him a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, like it's just so cool getting to see you. We started out, and you're just taking off, man. It's so good to see you doing the thing that you love to do, man.
It's definitely been a grind, you know?
Yeah, and
Definitely.
seeing, I think I saw a Facebook post the other day. You were at a middle school performing and talking to the kids.
Yeah.
What was that experience like?
That okay, keep in mind I've done shows in front of thousands of people. I mean like 13 to 20,000 people. I've done shows in front of, I've been on stages with Kevin Gates, you feel me? A whole bunch of people, Moneybag Yo. Like, but the school, that was the best experience I've ever had in my life. Like, I kid you not, I don't think I can beat that. And actually, I'm gonna be doing a tour this next school year to all the schools out here now because I'm.
Oh, okay.
And it made me change a lot because there's some songs that I'm talking crazy in, you feel me? And now that I know that the kids are paying attention, like I'm changing up my style a little bit. I've been making music with less cuss words in it, making music that's just that everybody can listen to. I'm still rapping about the same substance, my life, but the way that I'm doing it is different, because man, the impact that it has on the kids is crazy. And I didn't realize that until I went and performed at the school, you know? It was a dream to be able, man. I kid you not, I took like 200 pictures that day. After I performed, I was just out in the hallway chilling, and all the kids came running out there with their phones. I'm signing yearbooks and everything. It was amazing.
Nah, it's good to see, man. Like you gotta realize we gotta influence the youth. Like you can't fake influence when it comes to the things that we do nowadays, and you talked about it a little bit. The world there's so much going on that when you can give these kids this moment of just to kind of forget about that outside world, man, it's a powerful thing, man, for sure. It's a powerful thing. All right, buddy, we got a couple questions.
I just want to have a bigger impact.
Yeah, no, talk to it.
Let's get it.
All right, we got some questions.
No, you're good.
We're gonna hit you with it.
All right.
Who was your idol growing up when we were youngins?
My idol, like who did I look up to? I'd have to say my big sister.
Yeah, big sister.
Definitely my big sister, because my mom was always working jobs and everything. Single mom of 6 kids, so it was a struggle. But my sister was like my mom, because when mom was.
Yeah, I got you, man. You talked about being a movie fan. What's your favorite type of movie?
What just happened? You can hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Um, what's your favorite type of movie? You talked
Yeah, for
about being a
sure.
big movie fan.
I like action movies. Right now, my favorite series is either John Wick or what's it called? It's a movie with O'Shea Jackson.
Oh, okay, yeah. I got you. All right. If you could have dinner with like any artist, any celebrity that you could imagine, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Michael Jackson. I
Oh
feel
yeah.
like he had the biggest influence. You know, I've always been a Michael Jackson
Yep.
fan though.
Ever since
But
we were young, man.
man, but he had the biggest influence, I think, because man, I don't even know how to explain what genre of music. I know they say he was
Yeah.
the king of pop, but I feel like he created pop, like he
Yeah.
was a different breed of artist. So
Yeah.
Michael Jackson for sure.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. Like you've been on that since we were little.
Man,
Like
it's wild.
it's crazy to think I knew you before, we hit this big stage that we own.
Uh-huh.
Um, are you binge watching like any TV shows? Or are you really locked in on a TV show lately? I know you're a busy guy and all.
The Penguin.
The Penguin?
Have you seen The Penguin?
No, I don't think I have. Like, are you
Bruh,
talking like
it's about
Batman the
like
Penguin?
yes, there's a
What?
whole yes, bruh. It's on HBO Max, I believe, but it's the story of the penguin and it's the real live action version of it, and it's crazy, dog. Crazy.
Huh. All right. Now I'm gonna have to get on that, man. You know how I was as a kid. I liked them
Yeah, you
comics
have
and
to. Hey, that show is insane because I love
hey,
Batman.
yeah.
But the penguin made me fall in love with that character, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, y'all
Crazy.
right there, the Penguin. Go watch
Yeah.
the Penguin on HBO
Uh-huh.
Max if you got it. You know what I'm saying?
Got to.
Um, let's see. Go to like what's your favorite restaurant and what's your go-to order there?
Hmm. I ain't gonna lie, there's food trucks out here.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, I'm almost in Mexico. You feel me? So
Yeah.
the food trucks are better than the
Oh,
actual restaurant. The tacos, man,
oh,
gotta go with a carne asada taco. You feel
yeah.
me?
Yes, sir.
So
Got to get that right all the time, man. I mean, that food is different down there too.
for real, for
I
real.
was I was in where were we, man? Galveston a couple years back. I was out there in Galveston, Texas,
Mm-hmm.
and the food down there, man, was different. Oh my lord, it was so good.
Man.
We went up to Houston for a minute too. We were up in Houston for like a day or so or 2 days,
Mm-hmm.
and we went to this little Mexican restaurant, man. Oh my goodness, it was so good, dude.
I'm
So
telling you.
good.
I just discovered this place last week called Hamburger Luna, and I had
Oh,
a jalapeno popper cheeseburger, dog, and it was
that's
crazy,
crazy.
crazy good.
That is
Like,
so crazy.
yeah,
Um, you
wow.
know, you talked about it a little bit, man, but is there like a cause right now in the world or any time that you want to highlight and be like, yo, y'all need to like, this is important to me, like y'all need to know about it?
Mental health,
Yeah.
men's mental health in general. You feel me? But
Yeah.
men's mental health. You feel me? My uncle ended up taking his life 2 years ago. So and it was rough for me. You feel me?
Yeah.
And his birthday is on the 8th. It just passed. You feel me? And my
Mm-hmm.
birthday's this month too. So like the fact that this is men's mental health month as well, it's just yeah, that's definitely a subject that's strong to me because
Yeah.
I just told this story last night on a podcast that I
Yeah.
did. But there's a guy who just it was like 4 a.m. You feel me? And my phone just starts ringing. I'm over there trying to sleep. So I'm looking at my phone like, who is this? I've never met him a day in my life. Well, I ended up picking it up thinking, it's probably just somebody wanting to talk about music or whatever. So I end up answering the phone. And me and dude are just chopping it up. I'm joking. You know me, I'm goofy, joking around, having a
Yeah.
good
Yeah. Yeah.
time. Well, he ended up reaching out to me last week and was like, hey, bro, the night that I called you, um, it was, I guess his wife ended up passing away. You feel me?
Oh, wow.
And so he said the night that he called me, he had a gun in his hand. He called all of his family members. Nobody answered. He called all of his friends. Nobody answered. He seen I was active on Facebook somehow, so he decided to call me. And I was the only one who picked up. He told me I saved his life.
That's
I
awesome.
wasn't even trying to. I had no clue what was going on. The whole time he had a gun
Yeah.
in his hand and he was gonna, but
Yeah.
it's mental health is a serious thing. You got to check on your people at all times. You never know what somebody's going through.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. All right, buddy. I'll let you tell the people where they can find you on the social medias and all the music platforms you got. And then
Yes, sir.
I'll let you give some last words and then we'll wrap this thing up.
All right. Pipe Gang Entertainment, PIPEGANGENT. Or you can Google Sogoneunknown and you can find me that way as well. That's the same handle for TikTok and Instagram. You feel me? So, yeah. Jesse Jackson on Facebook. You feel me?
The legal name on Facebook. Gotta love Facebook, man. You know how it is.
Yes, sir.
Hey, this JMH Media, I appreciate y'all coming on. Sogoneunknown, brother. I appreciate it, homie. As always,
you.
buddy, stick around. We'll talk afterwards, of course. But hey, y'all know the deal. Bringing on guests every time I get the episode going. Expect a little bit more episodes because we are in the summer break. I ain't got to do this whole college thing until August. We'll catch up with y'all later.